Hi there, this is Tech Chit, and I'm going to show you a tech tip today that involves adding a frequency table to an order spreadsheet that we created when I showed you how to do a V and X lookup. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. So here's our order spreadsheet from last time. Some of these people are existing customers and some of them are brand new. But what we're going to do is create a frequency table using our order information. So what we're looking to do is create a customer tier for our customers based off the order amount. So we're going to just create this frequency table right within this workbook here. So we're going to create a customer tier, and we're going to base it off the sales or order amount. And we're looking basically for a range between certain values. So this is going to be our bin. This will be our high amount, our high limit, and our low limit. And then the frequency table is going to put how many customers that we have in each of our customer tiers. So that's what we're basically looking to do. So these should all be bold. And we're going to highlight this because this is going to be our bin, our high amount limit. So this is the limit. So we're going to start with $1, and these should probably be currency amounts. So let's change these. Format cells. And we're going to change these to currency fields, and that's fine. So the first value that we're going to create is a silver customer tier. We're going to look for $1 to $4.99.99. Our next tier will be a bronze level, and we're going to start with 500 to 199.99 or $1,999.99. For our gold level, we're going to start with 2,000, and the max amount for that will be $2,999.99. And then we're going to create our platinum level. And we're going to start with 3,000 there, with the max being $3,999.99. And then we're going to create the titanium level. We're going to start with 4,000, and the max there is going to be 5,000. Now, when you're creating a frequency table, if it cannot group any of our order amounts into these buckets here, there's going to be a default bucket, and that default bucket will show after this value here, and it will tell us how many customers fit into that default bucket. So in order for a customer to fit in our default bucket, they would have to be less than $1 or greater than 5,000. So let's see if we have any of those. Let's start by creating our frequency table. And the formula for this, we're going to add it right here, is going to equal frequency. That's the formula we're using. And then we're going to say, so what it's asking for is our data array. And our data array for this example is our order amount. So we're going to say basically this whole column here. We're going to do, I'm going to hold down the Shift Control key and press the down arrow. and that should select all our values. I feel like we're missing data here. Because we actually are, I think. Interesting. Oh, we have a missing person here on 34. Let's delete this line. You know what? We're going to get rid of this for the moment. And we're going to double check our data. All right, that looks better. So when we were trying to select this entire row, it stopped at line 34 because there was no order amount there. So it thought it was the end of the data. So let's give that a shot again. We are going to enter our frequency formula here. So we're going to say equals frequency. And then it's going to tell us our first value needed is a data array. And that's going to be this order amount column here. So we're going to hold the shift key and the control key down at the same time and press the down arrow. And there, that's much better. That's all of our data. And then the next value that's looking for is the bins array. So the bins array is what we already created up here. So let's scroll up here. And this is our bins array here. And I have a feeling I'm doing this wrong. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I am doing it wrong. Really, what we're looking for is this bins array here. So this is the bins array, and that's why I highlighted it. So if we click tab, we should see that we have 16 customers that have order values between $1 and $499.99. We have 20 customers that are bronze between $500 and $1,999.99. We have 12 gold members or customers with orders from $2,000 to $299 or $2,999.99. We have 8 platinum customers with orders from $3,000 to $3,999.99. And then we have 4 titanium customers with orders from $4,000 to $5,000. And then anything outside of these ranges. So in our case, anything above 5,000 or less than $1 would show up here, and there are none. So there are no customers that have an order less than $1 or greater than 5,000. So this is our frequency table here. And now the tough part about remembering when you're doing the frequency table, and I almost forgot myself, is that you don't need to include the low amount. You just want to include your high amount here. I just showed values here to give us an example of what we're looking for. And honestly, since we're just providing these, the bin values here, or bin array is what it's called, these high levels, this is probably 0, not $1. That would be my guess anyway, since the only thing that we provided it, the frequency formula, is this range here. I would assume that it starts from 0 to $499.99 before it moves on to the next level. So that's how you create a frequency table. I hope you enjoyed your tech tip this week, and I hope to see you next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week.